Guys, welcome to the channel 7S26 Simon, and today we're going to take a look at Giftlab. This is Shadowforge's latest lab, currently the 9th of April today, so let's take a look. So we stumble upon this login page. If you don't have an account, you can register. There's also an administrator login. So first of all, let's register an account. Just opened a new tab. Let's take my username and register. Let's hit login. And as you can see, we've now logged in. If we go over into the top right, we've got this new messages area, which I don't remember being in a previous lab, in the previous gift list lab. So that was interesting to see. And then we've got an administrator login. Now, this is always interesting, I think, when a web application has a separate location for an administrator to log in. That always makes me raise an eyebrow. Why can they not log in through here? So let's click login. And my suspicions were right to be, I was right to be suspicious because this does look a little bit strange, doesn't it? So let's take a look here. What happens when we enter 1, 2, 3, 4, hit submit. It says wrong code, access denied. Okay, so we need to get a code. Okay, how do we get a code? Well, there's a send button. Let's click it. Okay, it says code has been sent to the administrator inbox. Well, there's one problem with that. We're not the administrator, but we would like the administrator code. That would be nice. So let's take a look here. And we got a message to say that this was the wrong code. Then we sent a post request, username administrator. Now, this looks like it does a redirect. So after we send the request here, it looks as if this is essentially, it says here sent equals true. So it's actually sent the admin login potentially to this inbox, the administrator inbox. Okay, well, what happens if we can intercept? Let's intercept our traffic and let's hit send code. But this time, let's change that to our username. Let's turn intercept off. And now we can see that the code, the post request was sent. Let's check our edited request. That was that one here. And we didn't get any error messages. There's no error. In fact, we see again that the code was sent to the administrator inbox. But we sent it to our own inbox, didn't we? So let's go over here. Let's go to our messages. And lo and behold, we can see that the messages does contain, let's just render this on the screen. It does contain the login code. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that login code and we're just going to log out of our session. And we're going to go into the administrator page, send code, let's submit. And there we go. That is the flag. That is how we get the flag. We've got some weird broken access controls going on here. This is a very interesting lab. I've got Beef's tool installed. Really great tool. If you haven't already installed this, you can see in the notes, it's picked up the flag and it's highlighted it red, just so it's a bit easier, so you don't miss it. I think in this case, it's easy enough to find. Obviously, it's here. It's easy enough to find. But that tool is really recommended. So there we go, guys. Really interesting, really nice lab. Thank you, Shadow Forge, for putting this one together. I think it just goes to show that whenever you see an admin login that's in a separate area, and especially when you see that you can change the parameter, the username in this case, yeah, that's always a little bit concerning. So yeah, I hope this one was useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.